Hi everybody on YouTube. Today I'm on the Lackawanna branch line that goes to Branchville, and I am right now I'm crossing. You can see all the used to be here. Right now I'm crossing the old Lehigh and New England Railroad bed, which is now called the Great American, let's see what's it called. Well, anyway, that's the Lehigh New England Railroad bed right there, and there's an interpret sign there. Let's just take a look at it. So there you go, the Great Valley Trail. I'd rather call it the old Lehigh New England Railroad bed, but there's a little history of it right here. This is all new. This hasn't been here before. There you go. The Great Valley Trail. Okay, so we are going to go, I'm going to go on the, and there's the bridge over there for the Lehigh, New England. I'm going to head on the Lackawanna branch, and I'll show you an interpretive sign here. There you go. And this is called the Sussex Branch. So a little bit of brief history on this trail today. Again, it's like I said, this is the Lackawanna Railroad, and this was a railroad that went nowhere. It was a branch line, and it went to Branchville, New Jersey. Their most main industry was farming, and the biggest industry that they did was haul out milk products. So that was their main source. And this is the Paulinska River here. I'm walking over, and let's head out. So if I have enough time today, I'm going to head to the Branchville, where big creamery industry was located, and that was the end of this line. It's another nice day, first day of February 2023, and it's a very cold day, but the sun is out. It's about mid-afternoon. I gotta see if I can get this video tour in before the sun goes down. It is February. The sunset is later now than it was back in late December, early January. So you can see old farms through here. It's very pretty right here. State park boundary. Huh. Looks like they put up a few signs here since I was here last. And this railroad was pulled up in 1966, I believe the story is. And I actually know some people who were rail fans of this. They used to come out and take pictures and movies. Interesting. Alright, so we can head out here. And by the way, during the summer, this is a fantastic place to view if you're a birder, to see all kinds of different types of birds out here, and dragonflies and butterflies and all kinds of types of wildlife out here. And very interesting. I think I'll go over to the right here. It's a little less. There you go. So I'll point out some neat sights here as I continue to walk this trail today. So it starts out, you're in quite a rural area here in New Jersey, and then they come out to the town of Branchville, and you walk past people's homes. And my goal here today is to walk or hike to the creamery area, and where the creamery area is located, there's a old passenger car from the Lackawanna that sits on a private property now, and I want to get there today, see if I can walk that today, hike that today to that passenger car. And then after that I'll head back. Well, I'll see if I got time. Maybe I can go all the way to the turnaround area at Branchville. In Branchville, the Lackawanna came to the end. Now it was, I believe, if I read it, if I remember right, reading history about this, there was a turntable there. Yeah, I think so. I think I remember seeing the old brick foundation of the turntable there. And I used to bike ride here in the 1990s, and I remember exploring that area, and it was still a turntable shed there. I got pictures of that. Small shed, looked like an outhouse. Well, not that small, but like a shed there. And later on, they knocked it all down. And there's a farm equipment dealer there. I know he's still in business. That was located there. And it's pretty cool to see the old farm equipment sitting back there while you rode your bicycle past it. Let's see if I can get to there today before the sun goes down. There's a great big farm field right here. Very nice. And over here is another one. Let's just look. I'm not going to go in there, but nah, there's nothing going on there. All right. Mostly corn is grown here. I see a lot of cornfields here. In the springtime, I think it's May or June, this trail is actually lit up with the all flowers that line this trail. It's absolutely beautiful. I can't remember the name. They look like phlox, but I think they are a type of phlox in the phlox family. But I was reading they're very aggressive and evasive, but they're just how evasive can something like that be here on an old railroad bed? It just looks beautiful. It's like you're in another whole area of the world when you're hiking or riding a bike here and see all those beautiful phlox line this trail, all different colors. But they send a notice out to people not to pick them, because if you put them in the yard, they take over. Again, it seems like everything that is very evasive lately. I don't know. There's an old railroad concrete bridge here. But anyway, I like them. Okay, so we're getting, actually, got quite a ways to go yet. This is a very swampy area. Once again, a lot of railroads are built on the lowlands, through swamps and along lakes and rivers, and they avoided course climbing mountains because trains did not do well climbing mountains. There's an old telegraph pole right there. I don't know if you can hear In the distance there's traffic. That's 206 that runs into Pennsylvania, and we're right near Pennsylvania here. It's only a few miles away. There's the Paulskill River, another telegraph pole. The Paulskill River looks very peaceful today, but that river can get very, very violent. And this was one of the railroad lines that Lackawanna suffered a lot of devastation washouts during Hurricane Diana in the 1950s. And they said that they weren't going to restore it, but they did. And only 10 years later they quit, and this line was abandoned on here. So these big boulders here, right here, the railroad put them here to stop the Paulskill River from continuing to wash out their railroad. Look at how big they are. They were dumped here because it was right next to the river, and this whole area here got washed out. All this area. Look at that beautiful swamp on my right here. Look at that. So you can imagine the devastation that this railroad suffered during that hurricane. And lo and behold, years later, look at all the boulders here. Look at that, just dumped all along here. Can you imagine the money and the time the railroad put in to restore this line? And only 10 years later, they abandoned it. So, yeah, look at that, the bog in there. You can see all kinds of creatures in there during the summer. Nest in there. Listen to that. Where is he? Oh, I can't. He's in there somewhere. I think that's a flicker making that noise. Like I said, there's all kinds of wildlife in here. It's a wonderful place to come into and view all that. Every time I come here, it's just totally amazed at all the boulders that the railroad dumped along this river here, so it wouldn't get washed out again. Anyway, like I said, later on in the 1990s, we had another big hurricane. It was not violently wind, but torrential rains came through, and it washed out this now rail trail that the park system owns. And they had to fix it. They fixed it up, which amazed me that they spent the money to fix it up. I'm amazed. Let's see a beaver dam going on here. Beaver that they're doing this. The whole field's flooded. And this is a private property here. And they actually have cameras that are mounted in here that view people walking in. I've seen that. And they don't want people going on their property. I can't blame them. Alright, let's continue. Let's see. Semi-wild shooting preserved, no hunting, no trespassing. License. Hapakon Bear Pond Rod and Gun Club. Huh. So what these rod and gun clubs do is they actually pay a lot of money to lease people's farms, private farms, and they maintain. They do. Most of them maintain the areas themselves because they lease it from the farmer, and they pay the farmer's taxes. good deal. I actually had a couple hunting group clubs since I own my place, my farm. I had them ask me, we'll pay your taxes if you let us on your property and hunt during the hunting season. Really gave me a thought, but right now I said no. I got too much going on, and I'm always out in the blueberries farm area. So yeah, I could have my place paid free taxes if I allowed them on my farm to hunt. I did give it a good thought, but I said no for now anyway. I probably won't do it. So this is where the big washout was. Right here, this is all filled in here. And the reason I think I can see why is because the Pawhuska River comes steeply around a curve here. And this all got washed out here. It was really bad. And see, look at the steep curve there. These trees I planted here are new. They did a nice job restoring it. This is all washed out here. This is all fill here, all new. And then you could just see where the new field meets the old field on this old railroad. Okay. I don't know if you can see it in my camera. Oh, there's church bells. Three o'clock. Church bells chimed 3 o'clock. It is 3 o'clock. Oop, still going. Look at how washed out this river is here. We're getting near Branchville, I guess. Around Christmas time, they actually play Christmas chimes, and on Sunday they play church hymns on chimes there. Look at this, all this rocks, big boulders that dumped here. So we're at a point now on the railroad here that if you look closely, this area starts widening out here. There's the river, and look how far it is here. Look at how close the river is to the trail here. It's very close. You can see why it got washed up. But right here, see how it widens here, right here? They had a siding here, a long side. You can even see the railroad ties still in there yet. Look at them all. Look at them all in there. And that was a siding that the engine, when they pulled their passenger cars at the Branchville, they would come into the siding and they'd go around their passenger car, and they would switch around and hook the engine on the other side of the passenger car set for the last mile to Branchville. And then it came out here. Here's the side and popped out here, rather than trying to struggle with it up in Branchville on the old turntable, which wasn't really, I don't know if it was really in service back in the before the rail gave up this line. But that's what they used to do, is come into the siding here. There was a whole siding here. That was a daily occurrence when they hauled it for passenger train. It came here. There's the church that you heard the chime bells at. Very peaceful here, hearing the river flowing on the side of me here. I'm really quite amazed how this trail looks since the last time I was here. It's all new ballast type lane here. Here's the name of the church: Our Lady, Queen of Peace, private property. That's the name of the church. You hear the church bells. Still see all big boulders that the Lackawanna dumped here when they used to run trains here. Yeah, you can imagine all the money that he spent to restore this line. It's amazing. Up ahead, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to be walking under the highway bridge. We should be here shortly. Look at all the boulders that they dumped here. Continuous. To stop the railroad from washing out again after that big storm went through here and did all the washout. Wow. I wasn't back in this area now for quite a long time. I think the last time I was here was riding my bicycle here. So I remember coming here with my dad quite a while back, and he used to ride bicycles with me. And he used to enjoy going out doing that. And we came over here, and this lady come running out. And she started hollering at us, and we couldn't even understand what she was saying. But she was all disturbed that we were riding bicycles through here. And then as we got through here, we looked down there, and she had a whole camp there. And we right away knew she was a whole homeless lady that was living down there. And she had a tent there. You could used to be able to see what was left of the tent that she had down there. She had this whole area filled all of her homeless stuff. And I don't know why she was hollering at us. Who knows? And I think she was kind of kooky. We were disturbed. Okay, so here is the old highway bridge. Is still, of course, in use. This is 206. And if you look above on the beams, you can see the soot. It's still on the beams yet here from the trains going through. And that black soot. Look at that. Looks like you got a washout here. All tires from the set from the trains, and they actually could see concrete coming off. It's kind of it makes me feel kind of leery walking through here. You can see the concrete falling off the beams. It's kind of dangerous walking through here and you look like that. Okay, so now I'll be walking behind people's properties here. This is Branchville now. You're now out of the rural area. Not my favorite area to go through here, but my goal here is to reach that passenger car. You're on a fill here now. The river's down there. There's a whole apartment complex there. I think I'll be able to reach my goal here today. It's not too much further, and this is Branchville. I'm hiking through right now. Oh, a community garden or somebody's garden down there. Huh. Nice. You know what's different about hiking these places instead of riding a bike? Oh, wow. I almost lost it. I almost fell. I was saying what's different about hiking these places instead of riding a bike is it looks different. You can see a lot of different stuff. Huh. They got a great big horse trailer there. Huh. They don't have horses here, but they got a horse trailer. I guess they have somewhere. Alright. You can see a lot of people go through here. The ground is matted. I'm totally amazed. I wonder what's got ahead of me now. Huh. Oh, we got a nice bat house sitting there. No, that's not a bat house. That looks like a birdhouse. Huh. I always get nervous here because I always remember a dog used to come out and chase you here. There's an old railroad post there. Maybe it was a sign at one time. Telegraph pole there. I'm walking right smack in the middle of a whole housing village here now. I could just imagine the people that lived in these houses that built it along this railroad, they probably love seeing the trains go through. They probably sit out there in the evening and watch the trains go by. It must be a thrilling activity before television, I should say. You can see what they haul. Yeah, that would be fun to see. I'm sure. People that lived here were probably rail fans. Okay, so we're gonna veer over down to the right because the bridge is out here. They tore out the bridge. I'll just look at it. We'll head down. This is the Paulinska River, and there we are. Okay, let's head out on the road and we'll head back down on the river a bit. Anybody coming? Okay. And a rail across the road here. Yep, I'm going to make it to my destination today. This is exciting. And this is the whole area here was creameries. All through here. The creamery industry for everything. Oh, look at this. No rail still here yet. Look at that. Huh. Still there. Isn't that cool? Okay. Let's head over here. Most people take their bicycles and they take the road to my destination I'm going to head to today. But we're going to stay on the old railroad bed. That's too exciting. I had to stay on this. I got to see this. Okay. Well, back in 2000, this whole creamery burned down. I think it's still standing, but everything attached to it is gone and burned out. I'm gonna see if I can get across this bridge. I think there are 2 bridges here, and I think one of them is still in yet. It's an old steel bridge. There's the passenger car. We're there. We're getting there. Yeah. Look at that. Yes. We're getting there. That's my goal. I don't know if I'm going to go any further here today. And I'll see if I can get over this bridge without having to go around through the town. I think it's still in there, yeah. It's a steel ties. Jeez, that's scary. I don't think I can do it. Let's see. I don't know if it's a good idea to do it. Let's see. Yeah, very discouraging. I was going to try to go over it. Huh. I don't know if it's a good idea to do this. There's so much brush laying here. I don't want to get hurt. Let's see. Wow, nah. I don't think I'm going to do it. It's too hard. But notice the rail's still in place here yet. Okay. The last time I was here, this brush wasn't here. Oh look, rail right here. Okay. Hope these people don't mind me walking through around here. Find out. So I'll have to end up going through the town anyway. Better safe than sorry. It's only a little further detour I have to take. Well, we get to see the creameries that are back here anyway. And we'll just take the road bridge instead. Much safer. So I'm in the town of Branchville now. This is the whole Branchville area. This is all creamery industry that was here. And it's looks like it's still in use yet for something, I don't know. And if you look closely, you see that shanty, that brick shanty you had, that belonged to the railroad. So, oh, look at that, it's for sale. Anybody wants to buy it? Looks like that sign's been there a long time. It's sun bleached. Alright. for rent. Those days are gone for the little small mom and pop stores. Now the internet has taken over everything. This looks like a little restaurant here. Milk Street Distillers. Okay, let's take a look now to the other side here. And we'll take a look at this. This is a small engine sales and service company here. Let's see what this says here. It's a string sign. There it is. The old passenger car. It's a Lackawanna Railroad baggage car. And somebody put it here. So whoever owns this business here is a real fan. What a beautiful restored car. Baggage and express car. Wow, look at that. It almost looks like you could walk in there and it's like a sales strip thing here. Wow, interesting. Huh. Very interesting. What if somebody out there? What if people want to talk? Gotta change the battery. I was going to try to talk to the fellow, but I don't think he even knew I was here. I'll just go over here a minute and take a look at this. Wow. Okay, oh, it's part of their business. They're part of their store. Oh, so neat. Wow. Okay, so since I'm this far, I'm just going to go a little further. And we'll see the end of the line and then I'll head back. Might as well, it's only a few hundred feet yet and near the end of the line as the railroad went through here. I think this is a firehouse now. Let's see, what side of the railroad used to go here? I wonder if it went between us two here. We're in Branchville. I guess I'll just follow this. Yeah, Branchville Hose Company. So this is a firehouse. I think I've never seen pictures of that there from the railroad. This was a creamery. And I think the railroad went right through here because this is an old railroad signpost. So this is it. This looks like how it went. Very old air conditioning system there, huh? I could be off the wrong area, but I think this is probably how it went. And it went up through here. Their things are different now than what used to be here when the railroad was here. But I would say it went right through there. And it came out back here somewhere. Wow, this is so different now. The farm equipment is no longer here. It's all solar panels here now. That used to be the farm dealer, equipment dealer right there. This is where they ended the train tracks. You can't even see anything here. It's all gone now. You can't even tell there was a railroad here and a turnaround area and everything. The turntable used to be right in here. All gone. Everything. All gone. You see farm equipment, old farm equipment sitting here on this old platform that used to be, this, who knows what used to be here. Nothing, not a trace of a railroad of any type here. Besides what I read about in the pictures, you can't even get through here now. I don't even know if I should dare. I think I better head back. I think this is it. There's nothing here anymore. But this is where the Lackawanna Railroad ended. And it just ended here. It never went any further. Alright, I'm gonna head back because I don't want anybody to get mad at me walking here. I got a long way back. Alright. I think that shed there, not that little shed, that one back there, that building was there yet when the railroad was here. Alright, there's nothing to see. It's all different here now. I do have pictures of what it used to look like here. Time to head back to my car. Wow. Nothing, not a trace of anything of the railroad here. I was looking for something in the woods here, but I don't even see anything in the woods there anymore either. It used to be fun to come here and see the old farm equipment sitting here. Alright. That's gone too. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna head back. I got a long way back. Back that way further is an auction house. And I remember going to that auction. There was a line of model trains that were going to be auctioned off. And I said to my dad, let's have some fun. We'll go up there that night and see if I can get something cheap, because back then I still had one model train store, and I thought maybe I could get something cheap and resell it. So we drove up here, and I got my auctioneer number, and when the bidding started, there was this one guy, and he started bidding out everybody. He never what you bid. He outbid you. It didn't matter. I don't know what was going on, why anybody would do that. But he got all the trains, model trains, and he had 2 vans, and he spent, I think I counted it was over $10,000 that he had spent. And I walked out with my dad, and I went in the car, and I walked over to him. I said, well, you did really good. You bought all the trains. I said, but did you know, I thought I'd let you know that all those Toronto trains you bought are still on the market yet, and they're flooded on the market, and dealers can't even get rid of them, right? And you spent all that money. And he looked at me with the most blank look I've ever seen anybody look at me, and he didn't say nothing. Oh man, I tell you, that was a business you could easily get burned in if you didn't know what you were doing with the prices. I can imagine it must have took a long time to get his money back, if he even did get his money. I'm glad I'm not in that business anymore. Okay, we're gonna head out, get out of this Branchville town here, and head back on the railroad bed and head back to my car and head home. I see a lot of people looking at me with my video camera. A lot of people noticed the little video camera on my hiking stick. Alright. That's a nice little town, this town of Branchville. It's quite hidden off the main roads. I would think that this town was mostly established because of the railroad. Look at Milk Street. Milk Street. Little signs here for the names. Big milk industry here. The whole town here I would just walk through was all milk industry. All this was all had to do with the milk industry all through here. So you can see why the railroad came here, because of all the business here. See if I can sneak past this business here again without anybody saying anything. There's the old black line railroad bridge right there. Well, that bridge is still there, but they make it very hard to walk out on. And it's too dangerous with all that brush there. But that's it. Okay, let's head back. We're heading back. Well, this is all sidings here for the milk industry. This was all burned down and they rebuilt with different sheds here. But there used to be a whole raised platform that the cars used to go up on, I guess for coal too here. That's all gone. It's so a shame. It was all history. It's all gone now. I'm glad I took pictures of all this. Well, even though the railroad was gone, it still had a lot of history, historical history here. Pipelines here now, 2016. Been a long time since I was back here. That wasn't even there. Across this bridge, head back on the park system rail trail. So there's another rail lane here. Look at that. Wow, it's still laying here. Look at that. I was surprised when they scrapped this railroad, they didn't take those with them. Okay. Make sure I can cross this before a car comes over. Oh, wow. See, twisted my ankle. That would have been good. Look at that. The old railroad bridge, concrete and buttons. And this is the entrance back onto the rail trail. Alright, now we'll walk behind people's houses again, and once you get under the old that bridge, you get back into the farm area. I wonder if that dugout there had something to do with the railroad. Maybe it did. I bet it did. Look at that. Maybe it was a siding that went in there or something. Okay. Ah, it's weird. I swear I hear spring birds. Well, you know that it probably is, because the birds start getting a little chirpy starting in February. Listen to that. That sounds nice. I don't know if you can hear that in my camera. Lots of birds here. All right. Look at the whole apartment complex. People rent homes there. Wow. I don't see any for rent signs out there. It must be a very popular place that people stay in for a long time. Not a bad place. Not a bad place. Okay. Got a garden there for him and a picnic table. Alright, so much. We are going under the Highway Bridge and we're back into the farmland area again once we get through there. Let's hope that concrete doesn't slam off the bridge on top of me. Ah, I tripped over the same lousy root right there. Ah, got me again. The same one got me again going back. Gee, I think I'd have known better looking for that. Huh. Oh man. Oh, that Carton Pond Plexine has a great big generator to keep the homes electrified if the electric goes out. That's something. Okay, there's the Highway Bridge and 206 is up there. It heads to Pennsylvania. Okay. Looks like they were doing some work here. Look at how the exhaust fumes sustained the concrete up there from the train engines that used to go underneath this bridge. Okay, I made it out without any slip pieces of concrete coming down on me. That made me nervous. That did make me nervous. Okay, get out of there. It's safe. What I really enjoy is I bought my farm back in 2017 because I love living in northern New Jersey. Northern first of northern New Jersey. And I just love living up here. And there's just so much, if you like the rural area, there's so much to do up here. Every day all I have to do is just step out my door and just take a bicycle or go hiking. And I got my farm, and it's just, I really enjoy it. And it's a great place to retire. What I like about living in, and I know people would disagree with me, but what I like about, I do like living in northern New Jersey. The taxes are a little high, but yeah, it's just nice because there's everything. You have the mountains to go to, farmlands. You have the suburbs areas, and you have the shore or the beach to go to, and it's all within driving distance of where I live. And just down the road is Pennsylvania, one direction, and down the road the other direction is New York State, all nearby me where I live. I like it. Well, I used to come up here all the time when I first got my driver's license. Even I used to shoot up here on my bicycle, and sisters used to come up here. My dad, and we used to love coming up here all the time. I thought, I come up here so much, I'm gonna settle and live up here. So I did, and I'm very happy with it. You can see all the rocks, the big boulders. Going back there, you can see a view of the other direction, what the railroad did when they dumped it here. This is the siding coming up through here. Now it's still in there, the old railroad siding. See how it widens out there? You see you'll see old railroad ties laying in there. I'll point it out on the way back here. That was the runaround side. They call that a runaround siding. Okay, so I think I already passed it, but it was all in here. If I can still find the old ties that are laying in here from the old run around passing siding. Still looking. Used to be in there. Probably gone by now. I think I do see them in there. Yeah, there you are. Look at them all. Look at that. They're all dumped there yet from the old passing siding here. They're all in there. They just dumped the old railroad ties in there. Look at all that. Isn't that neat? Isn't that neat? All in there. All from the passing siding. Yeah, look at that. They call that a run around passing siding, because they can run around, take the engine and run around their train and get hook up to the other side. And that's where it was located. And then it pops out here back onto the main. It's really amazing that they actually had a railroad go up this far to really nothing. It's just farms, still all farms here. You can see in the camera. But they have a big industry of milk hauling that out. And passenger trains came all the way up here too, so that was something. And I think I remember reading they ran passenger trains right to the end of the before they tore this branch line up. So just think they tore it up in 1966, mid 1960s, and not too much long after that, Conrail came in, took our railroads that were struggling, and that was in the 1970s. So they just missed out the Conrail government takeovers of railroads during the 1970s. Look at that, the river there. That amazes me, you know, how close they came before Conrail. Maybe Conrail would have took this, but they probably would have tore it out too, because it's a very low income branch line. It would have been worth keeping, and it went nowhere. Sun is going down on heading back, and probably halfway back by now. Got a ways to go. If everything goes as planned, I'll try to get out on these video tours of all these areas in the springtime. I would love to show what it looks like when all the flowers and the wildlife and bird wildlife is all out. See what I can see out here again. And the mosquitoes. Oh yes, there's beaver, because there's a beaver tree chow. So that's beaver work there. I flooded up area. Look at all the trees now. So they got a beaver dam in there somewhere. That will bring a lot of wildlife, rare wildlife in there this summer, this spring. I should come in here with my good camera and take some pictures with when I come in here. There used to be ties in this old spot here. I guess they're gone now. Ties from the railroad. Look at that, that'd be such a place to explore, see all the creatures that live in the swamp. Thinking about coming back here later. Nice scenery here. I keep seeing some type of birds, big birds, flying ahead of me, and then I get near them and they take off again. I can't tell what they are. I don't know. They don't let me get close to them on this trail. Long curve here. I think that's a hawk that's flying ahead of me like that. I got a little bit better view of it. Shouldn't be too far now to the car. Yeah, there's the bridge. It looked nice, this southern exposure area here, this field. I could just imagine standing there watching the trains go by on that bank. I used to love that when I was a kid. I'd wave to the engineer and they'd wave back. Sometimes they'd toot the horn at me. And then I'd wait for the long train to go by. And in the back come the caboose, and they'd look down, I'd wave to them and they'd wave back. And when I was a kid, they were still using cabooses yet. I never forgot that. That was a thrill for me. Most little kids would throw rocks at the trains. I'd wave at them. And I was so thrilled when they would wave back to me. And 99% of the people that worked on the railroad back then did wave back. I remember one guy even yelled out, "Hey, how you doing, kid?" He yelled that to me. I guess he saw me a couple of times and saw that I was a big fan of railroads even though I was a kid. Alright, there's my car up ahead. So I'm going to say the same thing I say in all the videos. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video tour of the Lackawanna Railroad to Branchville. It's a rail trail now. We hiked over quite a few ridges of the pollen scale. Please let me know if you enjoy this by subscribing to my channel and like and share. Write comments to me. I'd love to hear your comments, read your comments, and I'll try to write back. Okay, everybody, that's it for today. I'm heading home. Maybe I'll come back another day and do the Lehigh, New England Railroad bed. Well, I'll probably go that way. Okay, that's it for now. See you again on my YouTube channel. Bye for now.